Greetings, this is John Kinsey from the Commemorative Air Force. I'm here just giving people a tour of what our station, well, our campus does. This is the gentleman the field is named after. He was killed in Pearl Harbor on December 7th, running to his plane. During 1940s, the mid-40s, that's what the airfield would look like. Each point is 35 degrees into the wind, so whenever a plane would take off, they could always get into the wind. Next picture is of what the airfield actually looked like. The hangar in the background is the same one that is actually out there today. Next on the list is the inside of our museum. Here is the piece of the USS Arizona. Only museums are allowed to have such artifacts. Then you have the excuse me, Fairfax Museum, Fairfax Industrial District of Kansas City, Kansas, where RB-25 was most likely made. There's a picture of what the factory looked like, with some other pictures and event of Rosie the Rivers and so forth. Then you've got the waves, nurses' uniforms. We have like posters of the time from movies released around the time. This next case is on Mr. Joe Barzini, who was a member. He was actually in World War II. Let's see. He flew ATBM, not like unlike ours. That is the picture. His picture. Copy of the last copy of the entry into his logbook of the war. Last flight aborted en route to Honshu, Japan, but called back to carrier because the war had ended. Called back 10 miles from Honshu. We got his what his unit's insignia was. Not sure which carrier, but picture of the flight deck. His flight squadron. Pilot's kneeboard. Sorry, I had to stop and think. 8 is mission scorecard. Then you got number 17, a Gibson Girl survival radio, a deck of cards, a torpedo camera which would have been used in the TBM to track the torpedo, his medals. He retired as a lieutenant commander in the U.S. Navy, and his uniform. Here would be the home front of what most of the homes would have during that time. You'd have telegrams coming in of either wounded or missing or those who had died in combat. Have the radios, Cracker Jacks, books of the time, well, close to it as we can get nowadays. The tri-folded flag. And then here would be a GI washstand, which every soldier would have in the field. The helmets were two pieces. You had the Kevlar and then the steel. The steel could be used as a wash basin or digging out or whatever else is needed. Then you got the stove. Then you got an M2 flamethrower. Now, the interesting thing about flamethrowers is they're actually bulletproof up to 30 caliber rounds. So if you see a picture, you'll never see anyone standing near them. Not because they would explode. It would be the ricochets that would get them. Then we have a Japanese flag, uniform of one of the people from the a member of the 3rd Marines that was in Guam who received the Purple Heart, who's actually the father of one of our members here at the wing. Then we have the rising of the flag in Iwo, a camera that would have been used, and then some pictures, artifacts like the guns used at the time. They got the Thompson, the M4, the M1 carbine rifle with a Japanese Type 99 7.7 millimeter, the Type 14 Naboo 8 millimeter pistol. His uniform of the squadron, of the not squadron, but the 20th Air Force, 498th Bomber Group, and the 857th Bomber Squadron. So this is what they would have been wearing. Here is of the 20th Air Force. You have your flight bag, sextant, early chaff, the hat and earphones, early flight computer, stopwatch, patch, the Enola Gay, one of the two bombers that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Excuse me, Norton bomb site. Over here is VJ Day, our victory over Japan. We have a mock-up of the Missouri, which was used to sign the ending of World War II for Japan. We got a piece of deck wood, a Japanese fighter, a wild Hellcat patch, General MacArthur. Sorry for the finger there. The signing. Where a kamikaze hit the Missouri. Below, right next in front of her, is the USS Melvin, a destroyer. Now, the destroyers are a third the size of the battleship of the Iowa class battleships. I know, different sizes. Then here's the early AM radios, you can transmit and receive. Here is for Captain Holton, who trained out here, whose family helped us get our steerman. Normally we have the videos playing, but we're having computer issues. And this is at a funeral for one of the Holton family members, I believe, who had served in World War II. Here is actually a camera from a B-24 that was used for photo reconnaissance of the bomb hits. And no, they did not have anyone who'd sit there and click a finger to take a picture. These were actually set off by the flash of the bomb. So when the bomb would go off, the picture would be taken, so they could examine the bomb impact. See if they had to go back. And here is the 12th and the 15th Air Forces, basically known as the Tuscanini Airmen. Was part of the 12th. They had the Red Tails, but they also flew the 24s, 26s, and 17s. Below is some members of the Tuscanini Airmen from Missouri. You have a lot more availability. Number 11, let's see, number 11 is a turret gun unit. That way, some of these planes, like the B-29, they could control the turret with that. Number 12 is a Fairchild A-10 Sextant, not to be confused with the A-10 Warthog. You got a flare pistol, a watch, and a staff sergeant uniform. Here is a Germany handheld aerial camera. I'd like to take pictures and lug that thing around all the time. Here is victory in Europe, defeat of the Third Reich, also known as VE Day. A member brought in this diorama for us, showing us a Sherman tank causing a bunch of Germans and a Tiger tank to surrender at the siege of... I can't read that. Then you got a German uniform, stuff that soldiers would have brought back, like the Mauser, daggers, pistol for a German pistol case for a German pistol. Then we got a setup of a 50 cal, which was designed back at the end of World War I, which is still in use today, surprisingly enough. Then you've got the uniform that the pilots in the 24s and 17s would wear to keep from freezing at altitude. Then you have the bar, which is a 30 caliber. Bar stands for Browning automatic rifle, but it was a 30 caliber machine gun basically. And you got a 60 millimeter rifle, mortar. A British 1st Airborne Division Red Devils from Operation Market Garden. A German Luftwaffe airman's first class uniform jacket, a paratrooper, a mock-up of a bazooka, and then here would be Montgomery and Bradley. Basically, the crossing of the Rhine River. One side, the side on the left is what the Americans carry. On the right hand is the British. And then below it is basically what they had for guns and weapons. In the museum, we also have a 20 millimeter cannon used in the P-38 and other aircraft, like the P-38, the P-39 Air Cobra, and then you got the 40 millimeter Bofors, a 37 millimeter tank round, and then the A-10s and the Apache's 30 millimeter, which was also used back in World War II. We sell books, hats, models, challenge coins, and other stuff. But for more information, go to cafmo.org for a list of events we have coming up.